Hello, and welcome everybody to Three Kobolds Gaming, where we play Pathfinder 2nd Edition. And tonight, we've got something a little bit different for you. For the second year in a row now, on the Sunday closest to a very special day, one of our core 4 players has not been able to attend our session. And so instead, we'll take tonight to play a celebratory birthday episode for none other than Emily Grace.
Heyo!
So very happy birthday to Emily
Happy
Grace.
birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the gift this year from Three Kobolds to Emily Grace is, instead of playing as adventurous pirates fighting undead, we'll be Red Mantis assassins as we get into a little bit of wet work.
What's a birthday without a little bit of murder?
Honestly.
Theme here.
So
Pirates,
my
assassins.
So, subbing out for our very own Ben Johnson, we do have Molly. Molly, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hello.
An honorary kobold in her own right, with the amount of times that she's come on to our channel. We appreciate you being here and being willing to step up for this momentous occasion, as they call it.
Yeah, I'm excited to join. Thanks for having me.
So, little bit of intro here. Tonight we are playing the Mark of the Mantis, one of Paizo's one-shots, part of their one-shot line. And we are all playing, as previously mentioned, Red Mantis assassins. Now, the Red Mantis is an infamous guild of assassins sworn to the fearsome mantis god, Achakek. Red Mantis assassins wear distinctive red and black armor with insectoid masks, and when combined with their iconic sawtooth sabers wielded in a reverse grip, the killers resemble their praying mantis namesake. Although evil, the Red Mantis are divinely guided professionals who honor contracts and reserve their lethal talents for their assignments. In addition to being skilled warriors, Red Mantis assassins master supernatural techniques such as spell casting and shape-shifting into mantises, veiling themselves in red mist and hypnotizing their targets with sword movements before delivering lethal blows. Most Red Mantis assassins train on Mediogalti Island, a large island to the west where the assassin's Crimson Citadel home base is hidden. There, the assassin lords, known as the Vernai, oversee training and dispatch teams where needed. We are going to be following one such team. You all have been sent to Absalom, the city at the center of the world.
What?
What?
Where's that? Never heard of it.
Little,
Not familiar.
one stoplight town. You probably missed it.
Yeah.
And you've been given orders from one of the Vernai. Assassins. The Red Mantis is precise. The Red Mantis is professional. The Red Mantis kills with purpose. You should see this on your page now. Yet someone in Absalom's Petal District has killed sloppily and indiscriminately, making it appear that the Red Mantis is responsible for their handiwork. We shall not suffer this affront to our reputation. We have identified the perpetrator as Doatara Kilorbian. Not only a disciple of the treacherous god Norgorber, but also an aristocrat running for local office while spreading sensationalist Red Mantis rumors to support her election platform. On the evening of the 14th, she has arranged an after-dark garden party for supporters. You will ensure that she dies before midnight. Consider anyone who takes up arms in her defense an acceptable casualty. Approach this as you would most missions. Investigate your target, scout her estate, and formulate a plan of attack. Then infiltrate the premises after dark in whatever way you see fit. Deal with any defenses she's arranged and see her executed. If she's so keen on replicating the Red Mantis' handiwork, then let her experience it firsthand. I provided directions to a local safe house as well as the address of the pretender's estate. Convene, plan, and strike. If anything upsets the plan, adapt. Achakek guides your blades. that is your mission.
Whoa.
I know. Pretty crazy. So, you all find yourselves at the aforementioned safe house, seated in a private dining room of the Khalifa's Dream, a cafe and wine bar which specializes in Ustalavic dumplings. You all have awaited the congregation of your group. 3 of you, Jakub, Zaya, and Atelion, being Red Mantis assassins, are waiting for your 4th throughout the day. But they never show. A gnome by the name of Tescorbito was supposed to be your 4th member and has yet to come. 2 platters of dumplings slide onto the private dining room's low table. The proprietor, a tight-lipped halfling named Derrig, reports. Chicken and leek, plus the 3 mushroom special. Still no sign of your gnome. With a shallow bow, he withdraws, letting early afternoon light spill into the room before he closes the door. Already, the mission has complications. Tescorbito, a gnome, alchemist, and fellow Red Mantis assassin, hasn't appeared to join the infiltration team as ordered. Instead, the resourceful mercenary Kangir arrived this morning. Having anticipated the Red Mantis's vendetta against her former boss, Doatara, and wanting a piece of the action. The enemy of my enemy and all. By now, though, part of the day is already gone. The Varnai's orders are to gather intelligence, plan our attack, and strike after nightfall, felling Doatara before midnight. There's enough light in the day for each team member to perform 2 significant tasks. Now the only question is, where to begin? And where to begin indeed, because we're going to be starting in an interesting way. Firstly, I would like everybody to introduce your characters. Who would like to go first?
Order of birthday proximity.
Sure, why not? All right. So my character's name is Zaya. Zaya the Perfectionist. He is a rogue human. She's got a bit of a backstory with each of these 3, so I'm excited. What else? What else?
If
Is
that's
that
all you want to go with for now, that's fine.
That's all we're. She has cool silver hair and these marks down the front of her face.
That is true. Who's next?
I'll go next. My character's name is Atelion. He's actually the mentor of 2 of the characters playing today. Jacob and you just said it. What was it again?
Zaya.
Zaya, yeah, I was gonna say Leia. But Atelion is over 100 years old, a woodland elf, but you can't tell because he has this red, he has a red mask on that resembles a mantis. He looks really cool. He's a cleric as well, so he's a spellcaster. He'll definitely, but he's not afraid to get into the fray, I think. So we'll see how he plays out, but I'm excited to play him.
Yeah. Jakub?
Jakub Kress, formerly a field medic in Taldor, now a converted Red Mantis assassin. He's a human monk. He's referred to as the Deadly Doctor within Red Mantis assassin networks. So he's a fair amount of healing for his friends and a fair amount of death for his enemies. And I'm excited to see what happens with him.
And last but not least, Kangir.
Yeah, I am playing Kangir, the dwarf fighter, and the only member, or not in the Red Mantis. So I'm excited to play that a little bit, see how that goes.
Yeah, so Kangir comes in and says, yeah, my boss kind of sucked, and I know you guys probably want to kill her, so, like, I'll help. And you all meet at this...
love to join you guys on that.
You meet
Living
at...
the capitalist dream, honestly, just like an opportunity to kill your boss.
It's a dream come true. We're all thriving here.
So you're sitting at this private dining table at the safe house, and you have about 4-ish hours before nightfall when you're supposed to infiltrate. And what this means is that each of you has time to do two things from a list that I will give you now. So, you have a couple of different options. You'll be able to do two of these things. So we'll go. Think of it sort of like downtime activities where we'll do everybody does a round, and then we'll meet up. You guys can talk, maybe change your strategy, think about what else you might want to do, and then we'll do the second round, and then it's infiltration time. So these are going to be things to gather information, determine how you want to start formulating your plan to essentially assassinate Doatara. Your options are to prepare tools for assassination, so you can create a tool specifically designed for an upcoming obstacle, such as a specific outfit, camouflage cloak, forged invitations, so on. And this is something that you make, and if you succeed on the crafting check, you will gain an edge point, which is something that we can talk about later.
Edge
But
points.
an edge point will allow you to re-roll a check by spending said edge point, as long as it makes sense for whatever you crafted. That being that we'll do like kind of a, one of those heist flashbacks where you'll say like, oh, I actually prepared for this. I knew this door would be stuck, so I specifically crafted a crowbar to get in there. And you'll be able to use that edge point to then re-roll your check for the door. Next up, we have Uncover Doatara's Secrets. That's pretty self-explanatory. You're going to do some digging on the woman in question. This will be using diplomacy, intimidation, society, assassin lore, or underworld lore. Uncover Everbloom Manor's secrets. Everbloom Manor is the location. It is Doatara's house where she's holding the party. And again, this is going to be gathering information about the manor, using diplomacy, intimidation, society, Absalom lore. Next up, orchestrate timely distraction. You organize an attention-grabbing event that's primed to occur this evening near the manor. This might be an unsanctioned street performance, an explosion, a brawl, something that draws attention. Once again, on a success, you have the chance to draw attention and potentially gain edge points. Scope Everbloom Manor. So this would be physically scouting out the location, using perception, stealth, or survival, or warfare lore. If you have a spyglass, you'll be better equipped for this activity as well. And on success, you could gain additional information about the location. And then finally, swipe manor keys. Manors often contain locked passageways, and you could potentially secure a key without anyone noticing. This would be using thievery to attempt to swipe a key. Now, I should mention that all of these activities, there are both successes and failures. Over the course of this entire adventure, I'm going to be keeping track of a secret stat called alertness. So when things go wrong, alertness goes up. And the more that alertness goes up, the harder things will get.
Yeah, we're attracting attention to ourselves.
Until eventually,
Alright.
Doatara pieces out, and you have no opportunity to kill her before midnight. So,
Can't let that happen.
there are a number of things, but that will give you alertness points. But a lot of it boils down to, as Jack mentioned, anything that might draw attention to yourself. So be careful, be quiet, be sneaky, and be precise. So, for round one of your preparation, again, we have prepare tools, uncover Doatara's secrets, uncover Everbloom Manor secrets, orchestrate distraction, scope Everbloom Manor, or swipe manor keys. I should also say each of you can only do each of these activities once. Then again, you only have
double
two.
up, okay.
You only have two activities that you want to use, but yes, you cannot double up. So, for round one, who would like to do what?
I'll start off. Mine's pretty straightforward. You mentioned that people with spyglasses might be particularly good at scoping Everbloom Manor. Guess who's got a spyglass? It's me, Jakob Kress.
Nice.
If I'm using the spyglass, do I have to use perception for this check, or can I also use stealth?
I believe a spyglass gives a bonus to perception, no? Or am I thinking something else?
If you have a spyglass and succeed at the check, you notice. Yeah, I mean,
I have only a regular spyglass, so it actually doesn't give me like any benefit. It just makes me able to see 8 times farther than normal. It's not like a magical item bonus or anything like that.
It doesn't specify, so yeah, you can roll whichever check you want, and if you're using the spyglass as part of your stealth, you would still get
I'm gonna
benefit
roll.
from it.
Yeah, he's still using the spyglass to sneak around, to look at things from the vantage points that he picks, but I want to use stealth to see if I can pick some good points and stay away from
So
from
go ahead
prying
and roll
eyes.
that for me.
That is a 21.
21. Okay, if you have a spyglass and succeed at the check, you receive the results of a critical success. Instead, you got a regular success, which bumps to a critical.
All right.
So,
nice.
right off the bat, well, I'll resolve all of it at the end once everybody says their piece. Who's up next?
I can go next. Unless, does anybody, no, I'm not gonna metagame this. I'm gonna do the uncover Dobatoa's secrets using my underworld lore.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
It's gonna be a 26.
26. That was using your underworld lore, you said?
Underworld lore, yeah.
Okay, that is a success.
All right.
Kangier or Italian?
I'll go next. I'm going to try to swipe the manor keys using thievery. Yeah.
A little thievery.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll your thievery for me.
That is a... Ooh. I got an 11, so that is 23.
23, that is a success.
Yeah. Your ooh made it sound like it was bad.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was good or not. I wasn't sure.
Y'all are killing it. Italian.
Elion is going to uncover Everbloom Manor's secrets. So he's going to use intimidation, try to get some info out of maybe some workers who are off work.
Sure.
Let's see. Good rolls, only good rolls. Not bad. 14. 27.
27. Okay. And you said you were doing intimidation?
Correct.
That is a success.
Woo!
All right. So, you all head your separate ways when you split from the table. Jakob, you immediately begin pacing the circumference out in the shadows. There is a variety of greenery, shrubbery, and trees that makes it pretty dense. You're in the Petal District of Absalom, so very nature-centric. There's a very heavy, basically foliage cover, and you're able to get up a tree and really blend in and disguise yourself. So, I would like to direct your attention to, make sure I'm sending you to the right place. you were able to map out the manor.
Whoa.
Let me
That's huge.
Jeez.
get the
Both.
stream
It's huge
on
for
the
us to
same
have this
page.
map, and it's a huge map.
Ooh. Let me just fix the map, I guess.
It's a gorgeous map. It's very well
Yeah.
Very,
constructed.
very pretty.
Huge grounds for the actual manor to be on. There's like this pavilion down in the south here.
Yeah.
Is that correct? No, where is it? There it is.
What do you guys think is living in this pool at the top right? Is that koi pond or merfolk?
Frogs.
Just
Definitely
frogs.
gonna be a water
Just
element.
a lot of
there.
frogs.
Hundreds and hundreds of frogs.
See all those lily pads? There's a lot of frogs in there.
An uncomfortable number of frogs. Like, think about a lot of frogs and like add a couple more frogs, and that's
Yeah,
how many frogs are
yeah.
in it. Yeah.
Too many frogs.
Too many frogs.
It's on the plaque. Actually, it's just pond. Too many frogs.
Too many
Too many frogs. We don't have time to name them all. Too many.
We started and got 10 in and said, no thanks.
That's enough.
The guy quit. We couldn't finish.
That's enough of that.
He walked off the property. It was an ugly scene. It was really, really uncomfortable.
This is all carved in the plaque.
I do apologize
That's
for that
all right,
stream we got
no.
there. So yes, you have the map here. A couple things to point out. The manor itself seems to be predominantly one story, save for a tower, which is what you see on kind of this southeastern corner with the blowout of the second story here. It's still daytime. You're able to kind of see into the windows, so you get a vague sense of the inside. But you do get some additional information for your critical success. You three the facts of the success. Okay. So, a number of the windows are barred. Specifically, let me just make sure I'm giving you the right rooms, because it doesn't tell me the names of the rooms. It gives me my codes for the rooms. Here we go. So the windows of this room here are barred. This room, and this room. So basically, like this northernmost room, and then this kind of jutting spur of rooms. All of these windows are barred.
Okay. I've marked that with little black squares on the map just to show it.
Cool.
Weird.
But not this window.
I don't see what you're referring to.
No, he's right. He's right. There was a tiny window next to the grill, and that was the one window for them to look out next to, and then they barred it.
Yep, basically.
We missed a window.
Okay. Next up, the roof is flat and does have limited access. There is a hatch that you find towards the northern edge that provides access to the manor, into the manor. There's also, you find a ladder stowed in the bushes east of the tower. So out here, you find what looks to be like a landscaping ladder that's stowed in the bushes that you're able to scope out.
Interesting. Okay.
The roof also does have two large skylights. They're made of glass and likely do not support like a humanoid's weight.
Yeah, we're all pretty reasonably weighted. None of us are gnomes or halflings or anything.
You also count 6 guards on duty, though you can expect that to be probably doubled for the event.
Mm-hmm.
So, furthermore, the flat roof provides a natural vantage point for a few guards. But you only see one up there right now walking around. The rest seem to be either patrolling inside or around the grounds. So you can probably guess that that will hold true at night. There's just going to be more of them for the event.
For sure.
So there's one guard up top, a few roaming around the grounds. Where else did you say they were?
A couple inside, you see
of course,
walking past windows and stuff.
Expect there to be a shitload more guards in the building, looking around at people. Yeah.
Okay, and that's what you get for scouting out. So the map is huge. You're able to you're able to sketch that out as well.
Will, can I ask a question about the map?
Of course.
Real quick? Behind the fireplace, that outdoor area, are those staircases going up? So is the house raised by one story, like the ground floor is a story up, or is that all on the ground floor? What is that staircase?
It's like
outside?
It's like a terrace. It is
down.
Raised, for sure.
Okay.
But the back garden, the grounds kind of slope down towards the back.
Okay.
So that
I wasn't
pond
sure if the
is
whole
not
building
on the,
was up one level.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, that pond is not on the same level as like the front entrance out here.
Okay.
Yeah, it slopes down slightly.
Makes sense.
Okay.
There's probably a fair space underneath of the deck here.
It's all solid. It's like a solid stone riser.
Oh, it is. Okay. You can't get underneath the stairs anyway.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. That was Jakob. Zaya. You go around talking to some of your underworld contacts, trying to get some dirt on Doatara. With a success, you learn the following. She was once an Osirian cotton merchant of some repute in the region. Doatara married the heiress of the impressive Kilorbian fortune. Mere months later, footpads killed Doatara's wife in a bungled robbery, leaving the estate under the young widow's control. Doatara has since become an outspoken anti-crime advocate running for a district council position. She's trained tirelessly with fencing masters to ensure she can defend herself where Absalom's guards have clearly failed to keep the peace. Furthermore, although Doatara often wears heavy perfume and dresses in extravagant clothing of the finest quality, witnesses report that she also smells of bitter herbs. Because she also regularly orders strange powders, animal parts, and glassware, you're able to conclude that she is an accomplished alchemist. You can expect her to have numerous toxins and explosives at her disposal. Kangir. Your former stomping ground around the manor. You're able to easily make your way in. You say hi to a couple of the guard buddies that you had. And you successfully nab a key off of one of their rings. The way this is going to work is you now have a key that can be used for any locked obstacle in the manor.
Cool.
And you
Is
decide...
that any one locked obstacle?
Yes. Any
Like
one
once I use it.
locked obstacle. So that could be like a door, a chest, anything locked. You decide which lock the key works on when you use it. And after that, the key only works for that lock.
Cool.
So you can decide when you want to use the key, and it'll work for any locked object in the manor.
That's fun.
And finally, Last for round 1, Atelian. You were searching up secrets, intimidating some of the poor workers who were just trying to get their lunch break in. Let's see.
Push them around. I took their lunch money, wouldn't give it back.
You learn that the city itself is exceptionally old. The city surface rests atop countless layers of old construction, and that many Petal District manors have cellars built into the millennia-old subterranean ruins, though the means of accessing these rooms is often hidden. Furthermore, discouraged by Dotara's rhetoric, the district's Lotus Guard often avoid her manor. She's hired her own house guards, with several on duty at all hours.
So they have no rules.
So that is what you learn.
Oh boy.
You all meet up at the appointed time back at the table to discuss. Please feel free to talk about starting your plans. You do have one more round of activities.
Okay.
Feel free to start discussing what you might want to do, what you've learned, how you might change activities. Go ahead.
So I think it would be good if we all prepared to be facing some sorts of poisons and bombs. This lady is alchemically gifted, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
It's certainly a good idea. I have a lesser antidote in my backpack here. I hope all of you brought your own. I can't loan much cash right now, but if you need some, I have a couple gold.
Each of you
It
should
will
have
be-
5 gold on your character sheet.
Yeah.
It will be important to make sure we prepare ourselves in case we run into any guards. There are plenty around
Of
the
course.
hours.
Of course, Master. I saw at least 6
Mm-hmm.
when I patrolled. I expect that to be doubled on the night of the event.
Yeah. Yeah. They are inside the house as well, I noticed. But I was able to nab a key off of one of them when they weren't paying attention, so I do have a key to something. I'm not sure what it is, but I did manage to nab the key.
Well done. I was
Excellent
going
work.
to do that, but okay.
Who the hell is this?
This is Kangir. She'll be helping us in this mission. Didn't you read the report?
No, I can't read. But I did have it read to me. They must have missed that part. Kangir, it is nice to meet you. We
A
of
bit of a
course have
last
all...
minute decision on my part to join your group.
Welcome to
I have
the
a
Red...
personal vendetta against this woman, and I'd love to take her down with you guys.
Ah, so not a Red
I thought
Mantis
you were-
apprentice.
I thought you were talking about me for a second. And
We'll get to that later.
Kangir, we have all trained together, and we all know each other's strengths and or weaknesses. It'll be exciting for me to learn yours.
You're talking like the boulder from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Jakob likes this comparison.
I'm getting Rock Lee vibes.
Jakob saw a ladder to the east.
Like if Sasuke and Rock Lee had a child.
It's so good.
Yes, we share all the information we picked up. I'm sure.
Okay. Do you want to move on to your second round of activities, or is there anything else you would like to discuss at this point?
Let's do this.
Jakob!
I mean, well, we could discuss a little bit what we want to do moving forward.
Sure.
I think we should focus on the best way to infiltrate, either undisguised or just stealthily as possible.
I believe that the roof might be an easy access for us. There was a hatch that I identified. Could be useful to us, Master.
How tall was this ladder that you found?
Sure.
That you saw? Was
Probably
it high enough
about
to get on the roof?
probably about one manor's roof of height, I would assume.
Perfect.
Or else there'd be no reason for that ladder to even be in the adventure.
Gardeners could be using it
Fair.
to prune trees.
Jacob
That's
starts
just-
bleeding from
Yeah, you never know what it could be used for.
It could be
not-
useful.
Forgive me, I have failed everyone. I did not measure the ladder.
So plan A should be going in through the roof. What
My
would
next-
plan B?
My next objective will be to measure the ladder before I do anything else.
Okay, yeah. Go.
Okay,
Is he always
so
like this?
yes, Jacob, shut up. All right, so I could like try to get a distraction in order, maybe.
That's a good idea.
Yes,
Distract
I'll
the
make
guards
it
so we can
easier.
get up on the roof.
Yes,
Yeah.
agreed.
Let me see.
How?
I could also craft some tools to help us try to get around stuff. I have a toolkit on hand, and I'm pretty good with my crafting abilities.
Interesting. Perhaps we can take some time tomorrow to perform this. Do we know much about the guards that are on duty? Are they? I did not
Tomorrow.
see. I'm sorry.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, we have time before nightfall. I thought we
Oh,
were gonna.
it's all the same day. I thought it was tomorrow. Anyway, yeah. Time after this, before you can craft some things. Master, you said that the guards. Forgive me. I did not see any Lotus Guard apparel or paraphernalia on them. Do we know much about who they are?
Shoot, do we? I actually just forgot.
Did you uncover Everbloom Manor's secrets?
Yeah, I did that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you learn from that they are hired muscle, basically.
Hired. They're
Which
basically just
Which is what Kangir was until she decided to go back on that.
yeah. So
They're my old pals.
I don't know much, but I can definitely find out more later on.
Ingir, did you receive any special instructions when you were under Doatara's employ? Was she particularly ruthless, or was she rather stringent in her instructions for you?
I didn't even know she was my employer until later on. I discovered that it was an anonymous job at the time.
Interesting.
So, but she double-crossed me and then tried to have me killed. So I am looking to get her killed now.
Okay.
A woman after my own heart. I see.
I kind of want to check Jakob's work, actually. I think I want to scope next. I think I want to scope out the grounds, because I'm sure he missed something.
I assure you, I
Like
have
how
missed
tall
nothing.
that ladder was. In there, right?
Aside from measuring the ladder inch by inch, I have forgive me for not doing this, but I have
If you
acquired
missed
much
one
information.
thing, then I'm sure you missed others. Okay, so I'll do that. Does anybody else want to do the distraction? Do we think we need a distraction?
What was the
It's always good to
activity for
have
the distraction?
Deception, religion, performance, and society.
I believe if Kangir is going to be constructing the distraction, I might be able to add some Red Mantis flair to the distraction.
I was going to be crafting some tools, but if we need a distraction,
Then perhaps I shall make my own distraction.
Jakob, why don't you make a distraction? You're a very distracting person. I think that'll work well for
It
you.
is good for me to be working on my own.
And I'll continue to find out more about the guards around this manor.
So I'll remind you that you can only do each activity once.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
So I have Zaya
which one?
scoping, got Jakob on distraction. Kangir, you're crafting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Italian?
I'll uncover some of Tora's secret. Here it says
Doatatas?
Tara or Tata?
It does say
Doatara.
Tatas
No
there.
Doatata on the.
Is it?
Yeah,
It is.
Doatara.
Tatas.
Okay.
Doatara.
I'll be uncovering Doatara's secrets.
Before we break up here, Jakob will turn to Zaya. If you are going to be scoping out the manor, you will need this. I am sure it will be useful to you, and he will give you the spyglass.
Nice.
Okay, here, you can have my repair kit, I guess.
He takes it and he says, "A worthy gift from a worthy ally. Thank
Yeah,
you so
whatever,
much."
whatever,
He bows
Jakob.
deeply.
Okay. So I'll just help you out a little bit, Italian. You're not going to gain anything new from Doatara.
Fair enough. I will be swiping and no, I can't do that.
You want to scope instead? Do you
yes,
want to scope?
I'll scope as well. Or do you?
Well, here, I'll give you the spyglass after Jakob leaves. I'll be like, do you want to switch with me? Do you want to scope?
I think you would be more suited for swiping another key, Zaya.
Oh, yeah, I can definitely do that. I can. Okay.
Am I gonna learn anything new from scoping out the scene again?
There is more that can be gained from
Okay.
scoping.
Gotcha. Cool. Yes, I think that's perfect solution. Thank you, Zaya.
Anything for you, Master.
Ah.
I bow deeply in mockery of Jakob.
Zaya, go ahead and roll me a thievery.
Okay. No, not that dice. Oh, that's cocked. It was like a corner pointing up. Okay. 18 plus my thievery. 30.
30.
Dang.
That is a success. You gain another key that can be used anytime, but only for one lock. Jakob, describe to me this distraction that you would like to orchestrate.
I'm rolling religion for this, trying to lean upon all of Atelion's teachings to me as my Red Mantis master. Trying to make it as like in theme of the Red Mantis as possible. So lots of red colors, lots of smoke, lots of kind of deception and mirrors. Trying to adhere to the Mantis god's appeals. He's trying to make some kind of like explosion or some kind of. He's not really sure what he makes. He's rolled a 15, but he like tries to do something based on the scripture, but he's like jumbling up different pieces, and he's like not quite getting to it. It's all sort of vaguely Red Mantis, but he doesn't like construct it like Mantis sculpture that blows up or anything like that. Like he's probably trying to do.
Okay. So you're trying to create an explosion, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
A timed detonation explosion.
Sure. And you got a 15, you said?
15.
Okay. Next up, Kangir. Please roll me a crafting check.
Crafting. I got a. That is a 16.
16. Okay.
Oh, sorry, 17.
17?
17. I was looking. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong thing.
All right. So, you create a tool, and you gain an edge point that can be used with said tool. And again, the way this is going to work is when you need an item, and again, my example would be like a crowbar. You can use your edge points and basically say, yes, I planned for this the whole time. This is all part of the plan. Whip a crowbar out of your backpack, and then re-roll a check related to the tool.
Cool.
So
Are there parameters for like what kind of tools that?
Not really. So.
Probably not like an airship, you know?
Right.
I have this Zeppelin. Would that be useful? I don't know if we need this.
The examples it gives are like specific outfit, camouflaged cloak, forged invitations, pry bar, bait, stuff like that.
So it's pretty open-ended. Nice.
Yeah. So you make something, and then when you come up against an obstacle of some variety that you fail a check on, you can re-roll it with the use of a tool that you previously crafted.
Ooh, awesome. Nice.
Okay. And Atelion, you're scoping. Go ahead and give me, what was it, a...
Perception.
Perception? Okay, go ahead and roll.
Yeah. 19.
19.
Yeah. Natural 5.
Fortunately, you were not able to gather any new information. So.
That's a success. It's a critical success. I don't think it is a success.
It's a failure, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you all once more reconvene and lay out the map of the estate. This is where we're going to plan everything, and I want to be very explicit about this. I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes. You can mark up the map as much as you want. You can talk about whatever you want. You can roll a check if you want, though the DCs for any kind of recall will be higher since you're under pressure. Basically, the sun is going down, and you need to start your infiltration here soon. So when I start the timer, you'll have 10 minutes, and at the end of that 10 minutes, I'm taking you to the encounter exploration map, and we're gonna go.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
Did the distraction do anything, actually?
you don't know yet. It's a timed explosive.
Oh, we don't know yet.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So, once I get this timer set, 3, 2, 1, begin.
So to start off, I do have terrain stalker underbrush, so I can take the bushes from an approach angle. Can
Okay.
get that ladder.
I can as well. Like I'm very
would be
good at
great.
hiding within
We're all
trees.
decent at stealth, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fairly decent at stealth as well.
Actually, only trained in it. So not great.
But I do have the underbrush terrain stalker.
Yeah.
So I can go retrieve that.
That'd be
I
great.
think that going in through the skylight is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Jakob, you said that you tried to make some distraction thing.
Yes, I
I
was
have a-
incredibly successful based on Attilian, our master's teachings.
Awesome. So I have a backup plan too. I've got a scroll of obscuring mist that I think we could use in case yours most likely fails. But yeah, that's where I'm at so far.
The windows of the southern entrances or the southern rooms are barred. This might be the best opportunity for us to use the ladder to climb to the roof.
What parts of where are the skylights again in the manor?
Yeah, do we know what rooms they're above?
They're above the foyer, which is like where the big red carpet is.
Okay.
Here, and then they're above the main hall right here, the big sitting room.
Okay.
But there's
And
also
you said it was a lap?
there is
right?
a hatch
Okay.
that he saw as well for this room here.
Above that. Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah, like a designated this goes into the building and not like crashing through glass.
Okay. Cool.
I can also, disguise myself as somebody. I just need a minute to make sure that happens, and I can also change disguises really quick too.
Okay.
I believe it would be important for most of us to wear disguises as best as possible, to blend in with the party's atmosphere.
Well, I'm wondering if Kangir wants to do some sort of undercover.
Yeah, I
thing.
used to work for these people, so I could probably get away with. I could convince
course.
them that I'm just there on the job as another guard. That's not a problem at all.
The best disguise for you being your own self.
Yeah.
Right. So, I think maybe we should start off. Maybe Kangir can go in and set off the distraction for us as we try to make that entrance on top. What do you think?
The
Set off
distraction
the
is
I thought it was a time.
yeah, the
right?
distraction is gonna go off like when you guys are planning on starting. So that's already taken care of.
Okay.
It
Well,
would be wise for us to enter the building after the distraction, perhaps through the hatch to the north. That would give us an opportunity to slip in unperturbed and then make our way through the party as normal.
so what I could do maybe is start off by going and getting that ladder for you guys, and then disguise myself and do some obscuring thing to let you guys get in, and then maybe you could let me in afterwards or something. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
Where do
But
we
you know-
think Doatora is going to be in during the party when this distraction goes off?
I imagine she'll be mingling with her guests.
A party, so that'll. I don't know if she'll be in one location. Is this like a big event, or is this like a ticketed small parall thing? Like, what is
It's
the
a
actual...
political fundraiser, so
Oh,
small-ish.
a lot of people.
Invite
Oh,
only,
no.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
invite only, smallish party, and it's a garden
Okay.
party specifically.
So it'll be outdoors and indoors. Okay.
I'm wondering. I think maybe the best solution for us would be to set up sort of an ambush for her.
Perhaps in her bedchambers or in the rooms at the top of the tower.
Yeah.
What kind of ambush?
Well, I don't know. Like,
Kangir,
I
you are
mean-
not an assassin, so I would assume that you would not know this, but an ambush is when you are prepared for someone and they are not prepared for you. They enter into a room.
I know what an ambush is. I am not familiar with what kind of ambush you were considering. If there are protocols for your... What are you talking as far as...
my thought is
Ambush.
that we would be hidden in one of the rooms. Somebody else would lure her in there somehow. I don't know. And then we attack, kill.
I believe I would be best as the individual who's in the ambush. Perhaps place me in a room and direct Dotara to that room.
Right.
We could definitely
Phil,
try
could you
that.
talk about the uniforms of the guards again? They're not like... They're private hires, but do they have like a distinct something going on?
They're all uniform-esque. They are all wearing like blues and greens of the house colors, and they have like a patch that symbolizes.
Right. And this is something that I would have, maybe, because I have worked with this organization? Or no?
They've probably taken your badge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would assume
Would
that you
this-
would no longer have that.
Be a thing that I crafted, perhaps?
If that's what you want to use it for, sure.
I'm just asking. I'm not, just
Yeah.
as an option.
That's more of a like when you fail a check,
Okay.
you can re-roll
Gotcha.
it by saying you crafted something specifically for that.
Okay. Gotcha.
Perhaps I am disguised as one of the guards, and I enter into her private chambers at the top of the tower.
It's not a bad idea. Right.
Yeah.
So,
This still does not explain how I'm getting into the building. Am I going up the ladder? And if so, when are we putting the ladder up?
I think that is the best option. We wait for the distraction to happen, and then we go up to the roof, right? And then try to scale down.
I like
let's
that
plan
idea.
this step by step. First thing I'm doing is retrieving the ladder.
Correct.
Yeah.
I
Where
think
will we be at the time?
step 2, I think you guys should make your way over here, and I'll meet you there with the ladder.
Over where?
To the north, where the hatch is.
Oh, okay.
This is a garden party. I expect the party members to be at the northeast or the southwest, where the tons and tons of frogs are, or in this large pavilion.
So we'll find what area from back in this section will be the best place for us to make our
Mhm.
ascent, but I think we should...
We will be
That
off to the
should be it.
northwest regardless, waiting for
Yes.
the ladder to be going up after the distraction.
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
If the ladder is also too hard to get to, I do have a grappling hook that we could use if people are able to scale the wall.
As
Yeah.
do I, and a
I
hundred
do
feet of rope.
too. I do too,
Yeah.
but there is a ladder, so...
Because if
I'm
the
also-
ladder seems to be placed in a very inconvenient location for a garden party, since it's right there in the
That's a good
middle
point.
of where things will be happening. If that is going to be a problem, we could just get rid of that idea entirely and use the grappling hooks, since multiple people have them.
Do you think
Well,
it is possible, Zaya, that
Maybe I could take the ladder and set it up somewhere else to make it look like somebody was trying to climb over the wall or something as like a distraction. Or no, we're trying to be discreet, so never mind.
Yeah. I don't know if we want to call too much attention to people trying to sneak in when we're trying
Zaya,
to sneak in.
do you think that I should help you carry the ladder? It might be cumbersome for one individual.
I think it should be fine for one person to carry it.
I think it'll be fine.
Master,
Um,
if you have faith in her skills, I trust you as well. Once we are in the party, what do we do?
It might be. Once
I will
we're
be
in,
I will be disguised as a guard member. But
Um,
what's our plan?
I can
have some.
also I can disguise myself as a politician or something too, so people wouldn't know who I am.
I could maybe lace the target's drink with some hunter spider venom. Maybe she'll head to her bedroom if she's not feeling well. And Jakob, that's when you can strike.
Agreed. She is an accomplished alchemist. She will likely have salves and antidotes in her bedroom.
Yeah. But will that not raise suspicion? Will she know what that feels like? I don't know much about alchemy, so I don't know. Will she understand what's happening to her and then?
But if I'm able
She's a
to,
politician. She's probably always expecting assassination attempts. I don't think that would set her off on edge.
Her first instinct would be to cure the poison. She might think about escaping after that, but that would be a secondary instinct.
That's true. That's true.
Kangir, what is your operation in this? Where will you be, and where can I find you?
I can just yeah, I can be outside getting ready to help with the getting on the roof, or I can help try and make a distraction bigger if it doesn't work as planned.
Perhaps if you are found,
I can
you
also be
simply...
distracted or disguised as a guard, so that I'm not calling attention to myself. I know how these functions work. So
Would it not be alerted that you are no longer under the employ? Perhaps you are picking up the last paycheck, as it were.
Maybe somebody got
It
really
could be
sick
something like
and
that.
she's like filling in for them, sort of like what she's doing for us.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is time.
Yeah.
So, hearing a lot of discussion about disguises. I'm hearing a lot of discussion about the ladder and the roof, and specifically getting the ladder to the northwestern corner. Why don't we move over to a different map?
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
first thing you will notice, it becomes dark, and you all make your way out to the manor. I have posted the rough positions of some of the guards that you see outside. But there are a couple of things. One, it seems the majority of the party is happening in this area right here. That is where the biggest congregation of people is. There's about 25, 30 people there.
Wow.
Outside of that, it doesn't really look like the party has made its way around or inside. The only other people you see around are these few guards that are patrolling. Please do excuse this guy. He's kind of just walking. This one right here. He's kind of just walking around in this general section. But, you know, if I move him, you won't be able to.
Oh, he's not in the tower.
Yeah, he's not in the tower. He's walking
It's
around
under where
on
the tower
ground.
is. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. He's actually stuck to the wall outside the second level of the tower. He's like constantly climbing on the wall outside.
There's a little 6-inch ledge that he's just like.
Oh God! Oh God! How did I get here?
So, first question: where is everybody?
I think we would have entered from the north. Maybe not using this gate, but maybe over here behind this tower.
Yeah, I think that we would have all been hidden on the northwest to like the away from the gate until we see the ladder start to be a figure.
I'm gonna put you guys up there. Please feel free to move yourselves.
I actually cannot move myself on this
Yeah.
map.
You can't move yourself?
No.
Nope. Cannot.
Ooh. It would help if I put you on the right
Oh, there
layer.
it is. There it is. Yep.
Put everybody on the map layer and not the token layer. Sick. Try now.
So in this general direction, but I think a little farther than this, off the map, maybe.
Sure. All right. So
How high is this wall here, Will?
that wall is about 10 feet tall.
Okay.
It would require climbing.
Does the ladder look to be about longer than the wall or about shorter than the wall?
The ladder is on the other side of the wall, so
Damn it.
you don't know.
My greatest failure is not measuring this ladder.
Next up, I would like to direct your attention to this fun piece of trivia. You all are Red Mantis assassins, which means that you are highly skilled at assassinating people. While you're in exploration mode, you can stalk the shadows, watching for targets and preparing to dispatch them with a quiet, decisive blow. While using this activity, if you are unnoticed by a humanoid of your level or lower, you can stride up to half your speed, ending the movement adjacent to the target, and then attempting either an attack roll against the target's AC of AC plus 5, or attempting a deception check or stealth check against the target's perception DC. On a critical success, you kill the target without earning awareness points, even if another creature could witness it. On a success, you kill the target without earning awareness, so long as no other creatures witness the attack. If witnessed, you gain awareness. Failure,
Alright.
you kill the target but make noise, earning awareness. And on a critical failure, you kill the target after a prolonged struggle, earning 2 awareness. Special. Kangir and Zaya, having ranged weapons, can do this at range, so long as they end that movement within the first range increment.
So this does apply to me even though I'm not a red mantis.
Correct.
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. This
Yeah,
mechanic
this
is
is
awesome.
So this is your video game stealth kill.
Yeah, this is so cool.
This is your walk up behind somebody and press X to murder them.
Okay.
Awesome.
So, with that, we are going to take a quick 7-minute break and be back here at 8:20 to start the infiltration proper. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we'll be back to see just what happens in just a few minutes. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. In the infamous words of somebody, let's get it started in here.
Who's that?
Who said that?
You know, I
Who said
started
that?
saying it, and then I realized I didn't have the artist off the top of my head, so, yeah.
I'm gonna go with Winston Churchill. Sounds like one of his famous quotes.
Very inspiring. You all are, unfortunately, I can't quite grab it on stream, but you all are just to the north here. Is that where you guys are attempting to climb the wall?
That's where I'm gonna start with attempting to climb the wall.
Okay.
I'm gonna whisper to the others, why don't I go over first, get that ladder, and pass it over to you guys so you can get over.
I think that is wise. We will be a couple of feet up to the northwest, so we say 30 feet.
Alright.
Perhaps if one of you guys maybe uses that one bolt, we could all hop over the wall, and then that way we just have to worry about the ladder, using the ladder for the getting on top of the man.
Well, my thought is that I could go around, get the ladder, come over the wall with it, so we don't have to try to get the ladder through the party. And bring it back around to you guys to climb the wall.
Maybe we should just climb over the wall where the ladder is next to.
I think Zaya should do that and then bring the ladder over to us over here.
Yeah, that's my
Okay.
thought.
All right, let's do that.
So Zaya goes north. Zaya goes to the east, next to the ladder. We are staying to the northwest, where she's going to put the ladder.
I'm gonna stealth my way around.
Okay.
The outside of the wall. The ladder was like right around here, wasn't it?
The ladder
Yeah,
is right
It was like
in
here.
this bush right here.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna climb behind this tower.
So, please go ahead and roll me a... What is it? It's an acrobatics? How does climbing work?
Athletics.
Athletics. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna also use my grappling hook. Actually, no, that'll be loud. I'll just climb.
I don't actually know what a grappling hook does in this game.
Same. Grappling hook, you can throw a grappling hook with a rope tied to it to make a climb easier. Do it. Anchor grappling hook, make an attack roll with a secret trait against a DC depending on the target, typically at least DC 20. On a success, your hook has a firm hold, but on a critical failure, the hook seems like it will hold but actually falls when you're partway up.
So it's just to get a rope on a wall. If
Yeah.
you feel like you can't climb the wall
And
normally.
then you use the rope DC for climbing.
Yeah.
Just like
Is that what you would
easier.
like to do?
Yeah, that's what I would like to do.
Okay, and what is your ranged attack modifier?
My ranged attack modifier is 14.
Yeah, so you're able to just... You throw it up, it like sails over, clicks, you pull it, and then it tugs tightly into place. Go ahead and roll an athletics to climb the rope.
All right. 27.
Oh yeah, you're able to get up and over without any problems.
Sweet.
While you're at the top, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. 24.
24. So, first thing you notice is that there is, as you're like pulling your head up over the edge of this wall, there is this guard who appears to be just slowly making his way bop, 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 bop around. Slower than that, obviously, but I was just doing for effect along this road between these points.
Okay.
There is the guard that you see here on the porch, the terrace. You also see a guard on top of the roof, right here, looking out over this northeastern corner. There do seem to be maybe 3 people who are hanging out by the pool right here. 3 civilians, partygoers. That are just kind of hanging out, talking, sitting on the edge of the pond there. And then you notice the gentleman all the way to the south here, who is just meandering around the southeastern section as well. What would you like to do?
I would like to stealthily drop down from the wall behind this tower in that little
Okay.
space.
Roll a stealth to sneak for me, please.
All right. It's gonna be a 26.
26. Okay. So you drop down on the other side of the wall. You know the ladder is here, and I should say it is this section right next to the wall is far more. There's far more plant than is represented on the map. Basically, like the 10 feet between, or like the 10 feet adjacent to the inside of the wall, is all like bushes with intermittent trees, flowers. It's very well kept, like topiary displays, bushes, undergrowth, and then the line of trees is what the line of trees that is represented on the map are the trees that are actually there. But everything in that 10-foot section on the inside of the wall, all the way around, save for around the gates and the walkways, is all like heavy underbrush.
Cool. I would like to sneak through said underbrush
Sure.
over here and retrieve the ladder.
Sure. As you retrieve the ladder, you notice a couple things. One, the ladder is about 15 feet tall, which is not enough to get up this tower side due to the sloping of the basically the geography of the manor's layout. The slope towards the backside, it's not quite enough, you think, to get on this side all the way up to the roof using just the ladder. But you do notice that there is a lot of ivy that clings to the side of the tower itself. Like they've grown ivy up along the exterior of the tower. So that is also another option to potentially climb should you want to do so.
But that's over on this tower, right?
That's on the tower here, yeah. They have purposefully grown ivy up along the side of the tower that you might be able to climb.
How about this? We're bringing the ladder over to the northwest. What does that look like in terms of height?
You don't know, you're behind a wall.
That's true.
So I'm gonna, after retrieving the ladder, just dinka-dinka-dink back over here.
Roll another sneak for me, as you are now carrying a ladder through underbrush.
28.
Okay, continue.
All right. Once I'm behind that tower, I'm gonna lean quietly the ladder up against the wall, climb my way up. Once I'm on top of the tower, switcheroo,
You're
climb
getting
my way
onto
down.
the gazebo there?
No, I'm getting onto the wall.
Onto the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. Occasionally I will be moving tokens here to represent guard patrols. Just keep that in mind.
I'd be sad if you didn't.
So you're attempting to take the ladder back over to the other side of the wall on the outside?
On the outside. Yeah.
Okay. You're able to make it over to the other side?
With the ladder?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm then going to quietly bring it back around to my guys.
Okay. You have the ladder.
Cool.
Impressive work, Thea.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
The first thing that Jakob does is takes out his tape measure and measures the ladder inch by inch.
Jakob, no time for that. Now,
Forgive me, Master. It is a personal disgrace. But
It
I will
is
solve it later.
approximately 15 feet tall. All right, let's go.
Thea, any guards that we should be worried about?
Oh yeah, lots. And I tell them everything that I saw.
Okay.
Cool.
We should definitely enter on this side where we're standing already.
Agreed. I think we made
Yeah.
the right choice there.
What do we want to do about the guard that's on the roof? Do we think that's going to be a problem?
I can take care of him. I just need to get to the roof.
Yeah.
Fair point.
All right. So I lean the ladder up against the wall and say, "Who's first?"
I will be first over.
Okay.
Atrevu.
Roll.
I
an
say in
athletics for me.
Osirian.
Athletics,
With the ladder?
Yeah, it's a very low DC, but
22.
Okay.
It'd be pretty
You're fine.
embarrassing.
And then he'll wait for his homies to get over before he'll stride over to the. Look, as we have to fix the ladder situation, so he's there.
I'll go next. Or we'll go next. Up the ladder. Oh, boy.
Athletics for me, please.
Uh-oh. That's a 16.
It's fine. Yeah, you're good. It's a DC 5 with the. Just don't roll a natural 1.
Even if you do, I don't think your athletics is that low.
That wasn't great.
So.
Yeah.
So Kangier makes
Italian.
it over.
Italian, do you want to go next or should I? Italian's going next, I think.
Yeah, sorry, I am going.
Atelion swiped a cupcake from the party. He's been eating that for the past 5 minutes.
Go ahead and roll me an athletics.
Yeah, I rolled a 12. So I should.
Over the wall. Easy.
Nice.
Zaya.
26.
And I'm assuming you're pulling the ladder back on the other side with you.
Indeed, I am.
Okay.
Jakob will receive, and he'll prepare to put the ladder on top of this building. We're waiting for the distraction to go off before we're moving the ladder to that part of the building, right?
We can, yes.
Everybody roll me your perception.
Okay.
18 for Jakob.
28 for Zaya.
23 for Italian.
Somewhere off to the west, you just hear a... And
That's
then
it.
a little bit of red smoke just begins to drift. And nobody seems like they're paying attention to it whatsoever.
That is my excellent distraction going off now. We should be moving at this moment.
Nobody seems to be paying
Yeah,
attention.
I don't think anyone's noticing it.
I take the ladder and sneak across to this corner.
Okay.
Master, I constructed it just to your orders. Forgive me if I have failed you.
It's okay. The mission is still ongoing. Let's continue. Italian will go right behind Zaya. He wants to be the first one on the roof.
Okay.
I prep the ladder and hold it for Italian to climb.
Jaeger's gonna follow.
I go up the ladder.
Okay.
What? Before I step onto the roof, can I just pop my head over the edge to see? I just want to observe who else is on top of the manor. I
So-
don't want to.
Before we get there, as you are putting up the ladder and Italian begins climbing, the ladder is like behind the lip of the wall, but Italian climbing up it is not. And you notice that there is somebody who walks up to this window here and begins looking out.
Isn't that window barred?
It is barred, but it is still a window.
Top one or the one that I'm right next to?
The one
Yeah,
right by me.
The one right here. Yes.
Oh,
So-
that one right there. Oh shit.
You
Oh,
are
shoot.
in a precarious position. So, you misjudged something about the particulars of the building. In this case, the window that's right there. I need... Basically what's going to happen is all of you are going to be, like, diving for cover, moving the ladder, doing what you need to do to hide yourselves so that this person doesn't see. Everybody is going to roll me, and we're going to go in turn. Everybody's going to roll me either an acrobatics or a reflex to try to get out of sight.
Okay.
Okay.
So, the way this is going to work is you all need 4 successes as a group.
Am
However,
I included in this? I haven't been over there at all. I'm still in the tree line.
yes.
Okay.
because that's how
I guess
this
he could
thing
spot
works.
you from
That's how
over
the
there.
system works. That's fine. I can roll it.
Uh,
Yeah.
It's next to the other window is also here, so yeah, sure.
That's fine.
Could
Whatever
also
works.
get
Yeah.
to you.
Just making sure. Yeah.
This is what is called an obstacle that has popped up.
You're telling me.
So, Jakob, reflex or acrobatics, please.
Acrobatics, and that is a 26.
That is a success. Zaya, reflex or acrobatics.
Reflex. That is a dirty 30.
Oh,
That is a success. Kangir, reflex or acrobatics.
Reflex, and that is a 25.
Another success. And Atelion.
oh man.
Oh,
Come
no.
on, man.
You got this, sir.
They're both the same. 21?
That is a failure.
Oh,
It makes sense. He's on the ladder.
hero point.
Sure.
Wait, he's declared it.
We-
Okay.
Hero point.
Can he roll much better?
Oh, I think a 19 will do a lot better.
It will
Dirty
do a lot
30.
better.
Dirty 30.
Aww.
That is
Dirty
a
30.
success.
Oh, I thought you meant like
Oh.
19 was your. Okay.
No, that was a natural 19. Oh my god.
So,
I was,
Atelion, you are beginning your ascent up this ladder when you see a shadow enter the room in the window next to you, and you can tell it's getting closer. You alert everybody, and everybody just ducks and dives for cover, and the three of you just like pull down the ladder in seconds, and you all watch in from the bushes under the window. You just watch a face of one of the guards pop up to the window where Atelion was eye level with just seconds ago. Looks
Very
out,
cool.
looks over you, pops over to the other window, looks out, looks over across Jakob, not noticing him, and then continues on his patrol.
Very cool.
You may continue.
Go again.
So we had established that we were doing some disguises, but I don't know if we ever rolled checks on those if we have to. Is that just something we just did, or is that...
Did
something we
you
have
all
to
do
roll
that?
on?
Is my first question.
Jakob wants to be disguised as a guard. And I think that Zaya had been disguised as a politician or a party goer.
I'm currently Zaya, but I do have my mask just like tucked to the side.
Yeah, you have a special way of doing it, but I would need to do it pretty normally.
Mm-hmm.
So I would need to impersonate with the disguise skill, which
Sure.
takes 10 minutes of preparation, but he would do that way before.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that for me as
Okay.
a prior.
Oh, wait. Assembling a convincing disguise takes 10 minutes and requires a disguise kit.
Do you have a disguise kit?
I do
I
have a
have-
disguise kit. So I think it happens, but then you use the seek action to attempt perception checks against my deception DC to discover that I'm disguising. So I think like I do it, but then you get chances to see through.
Like
it.
you roll as you go.
Yeah, I see.
I don't roll a convincing disguise like right now. Yeah.
Basically, as long as you're not interacting with anyone directly, they would have to specifically look at you and like size you up to determine whether or not you were in a disguise.
Yeah.
But if you directly interact with somebody, then they automatically get a check to
Yeah.
see through the disguise.
In this case, Jakob's just gonna like saunter out to the road and stand there, and maybe even look to the left to see if this guy's giving us any trouble or coming over here. He's just gonna look like he's on duty.
So you do notice that this guy is making his way up.
Okay.
He is walking rather slowly, so you feel like you've got a couple minutes, maybe. He's probably more like here.
Would
at
he?
this point.
I'm wondering if he would see me and stop if he knows that I'm a guard.
Or he'd see you and quickly walk up to see who you are and what you're doing.
You don't know. You don't know what his
Yeah.
reaction will be.
If Jakob sees him, he'll kind of step out of sight a little bit and wait for the people on his team to climb up the ladder. And he will turn to them and say, "Hurry! A guard is coming. It is best for us to make a quick time."
Can we throw bananas in his path and distract him so that we can...
I will also remind you that you do specifically have a kill target person exploration activity.
Oh, that's on my back pocket, but I want to try to not have to do that
I'm
first.
just throwing that out there again.
Appreciate it.
Atelion would. I think we need. Atelion would say we need to adjust our position and move away from this window right here. Maybe we should take out that guard, and on the other side of this, around the corner here, there shouldn't be any windows, if I remember correctly.
I can wait for that individual and then slay him instantly.
Do it, Jacob.
So there
believe
is
in
the
you.
guard here. You also remember that there is a door to the inside right here.
I don't think we should change our plan too much. I think I liked the ladder up to the roof
Mhm.
approach.
Yeah.
So are we going up the ladder?
Yes.
Not right here though. I think we should move it to like right
Yeah,
here.
we're gonna move it to there.
Jakob's gonna wait for the guard.
Okay, so Jakob,
come a little
I need
closer.
you to roll a sneak for me, because you must be
Sneak, okay.
undetected in order to do this activity.
Okay, that's just a stealth check, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna hero point that too.
Oh, yeah.
2 hero points down. Let's go.
I rolled another natural 2. 13.
Oh.
13. Okay. And you're just waiting for him to walk up?
Yes.
He does so. It takes about 2 minutes for him to get to right about here.
That's, I mean, even a square before that, I'd be eligible for Red Mantis assassinations. That's when he would move.
Okay, so you
I
move.
mean, like, we can only do this when undetected, but, like, he doesn't know he's not undetected, so, like, that's when he would do the assassination.
Sure. So you move into position. Where are you going? What square?
Actually, I guess he would be, even for a square farther back, he'd be eligible, but I'd go to, like, this one diagonal from him.
And roll either a strike, deception, or stealth.
Just attack rolls against target's AC plus 5, but deception and stealth is against that. I'm just gonna roll a strike.
Okay.
That is a 27.
27. Okay. Please describe your kill.
Hey.
Jakob sprints over with an absolute cat-like or serpentine grace, and he is able to slide an arm around the chest of the guard, put a hand behind his head, and then constrict with the arm up to both cover the mouth and constrict the breathing before he just twists slightly and ever so quickly to exhaust his breathing and puts him down.
Okay. You now have a limp, dead body in your arms. What would you like to do with it?
Drag him over to where we are hiding and store him under the ladder,
Okay. Are you trying to
like
hide
along
him?
the wall. We're going to be moving, so I might take him with me, but we're going to
Okay.
figure out what to do with him right now. I'm just putting him somewhere they can't be seen right now, but
Should we roll survival to cover our tracks, to cover the body, maybe?
You can, actually.
Yeah, Atelion would do that.
Go ahead and roll me a survival.
then perhaps we should just store the body here if you are able to cover him.
Yeah.
25.
So, Atelion, you are able to use a variety of branches and things that you pick up quickly and stuff the body behind, like in this corner behind some of the bushes. And you take a quick second to pop out, like here to the road, look at it from a bunch of different angles, and just like cover any bits that you can see. And you feel like you do a pretty good job of concealing a dead body in the bushes here.
Excellent. I think 2 of us should go on the roof. The other 2, maybe for disguise, can go into this door, enter the party that way. What do y'all think?
I can stay down. I'll start on my disguise in that case. From seeing the other guests, I just like pick like bits and pieces to just look the same, basically, as the other politicians that I'm seeing. Like literally, like I'm like I like her hair, I like her jacket, I like her skirt, I like her shoes. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
How are you doing this? What's the item?
This is my so it's called the Mantis Mask of Deceit, and it functions as a hat of disguise.
Mhm.
Very cool.
Awesome.
And the hat of disguise is...
So, let me
A
read.
classic D&D item that just
The
basically
most.
makes you like look like anything else or virtually anything else that you.
Yeah, it lets you cast disguise self, right, or something like that.
Yeah, the hat casts a first level illusory disguise spell on you
That's
while
it.
setting up. Yeah.
Yeah. So you appear as another creature of the same body shape and roughly similar height. Typically good enough to hide your identity, but not impersonate a specific individual. Doesn't change your voice, scent, or mannerisms. And you can change the appearance of clothing and worn items, which is the big one here.
Yeah. So the mantis turns into just like this cute little like barrette with little mantis antenna on it. Yeah, I'm basically in the like Absalom version of a 3-piece woman's business suit.
Very nice.
So, are we putting the ladder up?
Yes,
I'm-
right where Zaya is.
I'm
I'm going up the ladder as well.
All right. So who's going up the ladder first?
Helion. Or, I said that wrong, didn't I?
Atelion.
Atelion.
And then followed by Kangir?
Yeah.
Atelion wants to peek over the edge before fully going on top of the roof.
Absolutely. So, I've done a very quick. Dan, are you seeing this? The new map?
Nope.
Give me 2 seconds here.
I think you have to reveal the whole
1, 2.
darkness.
Nope.
Stream sees it.
Yes. So, can you see it now?
Oh, yeah.
I have done a very quick roughshod roof map because there is not one available over the map that you all drew on. But you see that there is a guard. Well, you see where the guards are. This one that you had already known about from Zaya's scouting is looking out over the southeast.
Wait, am I supposed to be able to see this too, or just Dan?
Just Dan.
Just Dan.
Oh, okay.
Atelion went up to the top and is now looking over.
Okay,
so
because he
you're still
climbed
on
first.
the ladder below Atelion. So Dan, you can see this, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
I can. There we go.
So you see that there is a guy like 20 feet away from you to your south. Please roll me a sneak.
Good rolls, good rolls. That is a 26.
He begins slowly making his way south. I will apologize now. I do not have a grid on this map, but we're going to do our best. So,
That's perfectly fine. I'm right here, right?
yes, Atelion, you are right here
Oh.
on the ladder. Would you like to go up onto the roof?
He's gonna look down at Kangir and he's gonna say, three guards here on the roof. I can
Three
take care of. Right, I can take care of one stealthily. There's 2 more on the other sides of the corners. What do you think we should do? Do you think you
How
can
far are they from each other?
They're about 20, almost
From each other, they're a good 45, 50
30.
feet.
They're on, like,
the
40.
ruler on here is not going to work. It's just not going to work. So they're a good 45, 50 feet away from each other, and they're all facing different directions. Like the one to the south is looking out over the garden party to the south.
Yeah, they're all looking out over what's.
Yeah, they're all looking out away from the center of the roof.
I think if we both climb up, and then we both stealthily try to get one, we can then handle the third. I think that's not a problem.
I think we should try that too.
So you pop up.
So yeah, we'll both climb up, and then before anyone attacks, just kind of both get up there and then attack at the same time.
And
Correct.
then Kangir follows behind.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I need
see it.
Kangir to roll a sneak for me. So roll your stealth.
That is a 22.
22. Okay. So who's going for which one?
I'll go for this one over here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do this guy down here
So
on the left.
you both make your way within range. And then maybe like on a 3 counts, you all go up and try to assassinate. So give me either a strike against their AC +5 or a deception or stealth.
That's a
Okay,
good-
I'm confused about the strike thing. How does that work? What am
So
I
it's
using
just
for that?
your normal strike. It's just your normal strike
Like
instead
with your
of their
trident.
normal AC.
Strike with
Yeah.
my weapon, not
Yes.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be using your trident here. You can either throw it or you can run up and
Yeah,
strike
you
with
can
it.
also do it from a range. That is true.
Yeah.
You're better up close, obviously. With your
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to sneak up and do that. So, trident. Okay.
I'm
So I
going
was-
to use. Go ahead, Molly.
Sorry. It's my stealth or my strike attack +5. Is that what you said?
Don't
Yeah.
worry about the Don't worry about the number you need to hit. Just roll your trident strike,
Okay.
which I don't have off the top of my.
You get a
Right.
plus 17.
Seven.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
That's a
roll
lot.
d20 plus 17.
Bat
Oh
fighter
my
bonus.
god. I'm gonna hero point that natural one real quick.
Got
Yes,
3
you
of them.
are.
Let's go.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I got a 17, so yeah.
34.
34 for that one.
Okay.
Did
And
she also kill the other one miraculously?
Italian?
Italian's gonna use stealth, so he's going to sneak this guy out of existence. Okay.
We don't know
Okay.
what the perception DC is.
28.
28.
Natty 15.
Huge rolls.
Is...
So you guys are killing the ones on the left and right flanks of the building, but there's one to the south we haven't dealt with yet.
Yeah, there's one at that southern point there.
Gotcha.
Molly, what did you get for your strike?
I rolled a 17 and I have a plus 17.
So
34.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's still just a regular success.
Dang.
And Italian, you also get a regular success.
Nice.
So, and both of you, stab into your targets. You look around. You're unnoticed, so you don't gain any. You don't gain any awareness,
Point.
and both of these
Hey.
Nice.
Nice.
guards are done. One more remaining on the roof.
Great.
Italian will signal to Kangir that he will
Okay.
handle the other one. If you
Alright.
want to stay by the hatch.
Yeah, Kangir's gonna go and check out the hatch and see
Sure.
what the deal is with that while he goes and handles the other one.
You guys signal to Jakob and Zaya at all, or do you guys just handle your business?
I thought you
Yeah.
guys were going inside the door. Is that not what was happening?
We
Are you all coming
Where
up
are
or
you
no?
guys- Yeah, where are you guys
Well-
right now?
I did not hear
I
any
mean-
decision one way or the other.
We are gonna go through. Gonna try to get through that door, and
We're trying through the
You're
door.
going inside.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine for Jakob. He's a guard, so that's fine.
yeah.
Okay.
Italian,
So
roll
I'm-
me a sneak.
sneak.
Mm-hmm.
It's 23.
23. Okay. You are able to make your way up into range. Would you like to roll another stealth for your
Yes,
Red Mantis
sir.
assassination?
Sneak him out of this dimension.
Or do you not?
I have an edge point, right?
Nope.
Natural 1.
Okay. So, this time you stab into the guard, and he doesn't immediately die. You must have missed a vital point. And he lets out a yelp before your hand claps down on his mouth. But sound did get out, and you notice that some of the people below start to look around a little bit before you drag him away from the edge of the roof, and then finally twist your sawtooth blade into him, eventually getting the struggling and the muffled screams to stop. But he was screaming there for a hot second. You feel like somebody
Italian
probably
just-
heard that.
It hangs his head and it's just
Was that 2 awareness?
mutters to himself, disgraceful. But he continues with the mission because there's nothing else he can do.
Your pupils did not witness it, so
Yeah.
if that makes any difference to you.
You are still venerable.
He'll saunter
Kangir
back.
kind of shakes her head a little bit like,
Yeah. Kangir saw all
Which
that.
is why I'm not a member of your group.
Waste the spooks, old elf.
Italian will saunter back over. It's just, that was not my finest work. I apologize.
Should have let me handle it.
Next time, for sure. Let's see if,
Yeah. Will, what's the deal with this hatch here?
We'll come back to that in just a second.
Sure.
So, Jakob and Zaya, as you are standing there, a couple begins walking down the path, and they see you, and the woman runs over to Zaya and just says, I haven't seen you before. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love your hair. We should go get some drinks. Come on, let's go. Come get some
Thank
drinks
you.
with us.
He's showing me where the bathroom is. But thank you for the offer. I really
Oh, I
appreciate
must
it.
insist. I've never seen you before. Fine, I'll take
really
you to the
need to
bathroom.
go to. Oh, that would be lovely, actually. Okay. What's your name?
My name is Leah. Yours?
My name is Leah too. Oh my goodness, what a coincidence.
I mean, it was the most popular female half-elf name of 4002, so, you know.
Yeah.
She
My parents were
opens...
such elven, elvophiles, you know, so,
4002 would have been 700 years ago.
Yeah.
46...
46,
72?
4702? 4702?
4702,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Yeah.
Um,
Like
I was named after my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother.
the popular name of the Sumerian era.
Oh,
She-
mine's short for Leathulm. I just go by Leah.
She literally opens the door right in front of you. Let me do some mappage. Opens the door right in front of you, and you see out to about here. There's a guard just chilling in the hallway. She opens the door, kind of gives him a little wave, and then opens the door directly to the left, points you at it. This is the guest bathroom. You can feel free to use it, and then we'll grab some drinks.
Awesome. Love that. All right. Sir, would you mind just standing guard? People are just like so always after me. I just.
The door
Just like-
locks. Use it.
Oh, I'm talking to Jakob when I say
Oh.
that.
I thought you were talking to the guard, since you asked somebody to stand guard.
Yes, I will take care of this. Sir, you can continue on your patrol. Thank you for your service.
God, you're so weird. Okay.
The couple hangs out and, pesters Jakob. Jakob, go ahead and roll me a deception, a diplomacy, or an intimidation to get these people off of you. Otherwise, they will not leave you alone.
Deception is going to be what I roll, and that's a 21.
21.
He'll say something to the effect of, "Thank you so much for your patronage at this event. It has been a pleasure to get to know the individuals who come to these things. But unfortunately, I must be attentive to my duties."
You just, see the lady just kind of, just gives you a weird look. It's like, fine. Be weird about it, I guess. Come on, we're getting out of here. And you see that they're, looking back at you as they're walking away and, talking about you. And it is, clear that they have this impression of you now. You get the good sense that they'll probably be talking about the weird-looking guard who blew them off to some of the other people around the party.
Jakob, under his breath, just mutters, "I wish people would stop calling me weird."
They do leave, but you have accrued some awareness due to your handling of the situation.
Did this guard leave? Is he still here?
He stands there, and once the other two leave, he takes a minute and just kind of shakes his head, and then pops around the corner. Ooh. He's on it. What? Where? Why can I not do that? He's not on the map. Oh my god, he's on the map layer. I never do that.
While Jakob is standing next to the door there, I think that he would know that that door's probably connected to the rooms we're getting into. Can I roll? Can I try to check the door if it's locked?
It is locked.
It is locked. Okay. I know we have some keys, so I'll just wait for Zaya, who has a key to that room, if she wants to open that up.
Yeah, once Leah and her friend leave, I pop my head out the door and I'm like, sorry, maybe I should have let you use the bathroom and I should have talked to them.
It is all right. It is more. Your cover story was strong in that you would need the bathroom and I would be a guard. Unfortunately, my tact was low.
Go figure. All right. I take out the key that I swiped earlier.
For the listening
Actually-
audience, for the listening audience's sake, both Jakob and Zaya's character sheets inform us that there is an unspoken respect bond and light rivalry between the two of us. It's why Emily Grace and I have been trading barbs back and forth, and I'm so happy you picked up on it alongside me. I was like ready to just lay in. I hate you so much.
So I'm actually not gonna take out the spare key just yet. I'm gonna try to pick the lock first.
Sure.
Smart.
Go ahead and roll a thievery for me.
All right. 22.
That is a success. You feel the first tumbler click into place. You'll need 2 more successes concurrently.
All
Are
right.
you popping out there, Jakob?
Well, I mean, she needs to be in front of the door to do this, right? I figured I'd have to clear the space, but if I don't have to, I won't.
I'm asking you what you're doing.
If she can pick the lock from the space she was in, I won't do it. Jack was moving him as a Pathfinder player, knowing that she should be in front of the door. But if that doesn't need to happen, I won't move.
Give you a little more there. Give you a little more.
So I suppose I ask you the question: can she pick the lock from her current position on the map?
Yeah. I mean, the handle would be on.
Then that's fine.
The
He will
left
stay.
side.
He'll actually want to stay in front of the door to block any prying eyes from looking at the door when it's being picked.
Yeah, that's smart.
Go ahead and give me a perception check while you're there.
Me?
Yeah.
17.
17. You hear the sounds of multiple footsteps. You're not able to pinpoint a number, but it seems like somewhere around here there are multiple people who are walking around.
How quickly can we get into the room, Zaya? We have a limited time.
I have 1/3 of it done. Okay. My next thievery check was a 21.
21. That is. Just want to make sure I tell you the right thing. That is a. God, I scrolled past it. The only reason I'm double checking is because you're right on the line.
Yeah.
Like DC 21 or 2, maybe. Yeah.
That is a success. Yes.
Nice.
Roll me one more.
All right. That's gonna be a 27.
27 is a success. The third success, you need to open the lock. The lock clicks open. You're able to open it without issue. Both of you go ahead and roll me sneaks if you would like to be silent about your activities.
Would indeed.
25.
29.
25 and 29, okay. Do you all pop into the room?
We do.
We do.
And we swiftly close the door behind us to be inconspicuous.
Okay. So, a couple things. One, I revealed a little closet, but that doesn't really matter.
Oh my god, now I know Doatara's not in there.
Yeah. You see like 2 little pantries that are partially open. There is a door to your west that is still closed. But let me just get all this together. You open up the door into what looks to be a kitchen. Well outfitted with terracotta ovens, low grills, tables for preparing food. There is a storage closet to the northeast and southeast. Excuse me. The southeast door actually is closed and locked. You don't know what it does. Forget I ever said anything. but the northeast is open. It is a pantry, and then there is the door to the west that is closed as well.
And no one's in here.
You open the door, and you see two servants who are currently preparing food. You succeeded with your stealth checks, so they don't notice you. They are still working, turned away from you. One at the kitchen. One is like literally right in front of Jakob, chopping on the table. The other is at the stove here. They have not noticed you.
They're dead.
Yeah, I killed the one at the kitchen
Yep.
with my hand crossbow.
Both of you roll either well, if you're doing the hand crossbow, it's gonna be strike. Zaya.
Okay.
I'll roll a strike as well.
Jakob, also a strike. Go ahead and roll it.
Poor, these poor guys.
Natural 16 for a 31.
Natural 19 for a 33? 30.
Both of you, Red Mantis training coming in handy as you give a quick glance to each other, and without even needing to count down, you just in tandem unsheath and attack. One arrow comes out, and then the sawtooth saber just slices across the back of the neck, both bodies in tandem hitting the ground.
I never play evil characters. Oh my god, any other character I've ever played would have been like, you're killing servants? Anyway.
Dead. Insta dead.
The room is empty.
man.
We know they're coming through the hatch. We don't know where they are. So I think we should just like secure this room. Maybe even hide the bodies in the closets.
Yeah, I'll stuff the one from the kitchen into this open pantry.
Sure.
And say, actually, will it fit two bodies or no?
I mean, you could make it fit two bodies.
If not, I'll open the closed pantry. But if we have the open pantry, then I'll just put them in there.
You open the southern door, and you find a ladder that leads up to a door in the ceiling.
Well, that's convenient for me. So he pops it open.
Funny how that works.
He stashes the body in here, and then what does the ladder go up to? Is that where the hatch is, or is
It
that?
goes up to a metal hatch in the ceiling.
So he'll climb up there, and he'll listen at the hatch to see if he can hear the shuffling of feet or anything.
Roll a perception for me.
30.
30? You hear... You actually don't hear anything. Your friends are very good at stealth.
He will knock the secret red mantis knock symbol or sign into the metal hatch. The one that all of us know that Atelion actually taught us on our first day of Red Mantis School.
Yes.
Listen
flashback.
carefully, kids.
So, Kangir and Atelion, as you both recollect yourselves at the hatch, Atelion, you hear the secret Red Mantis schoolyard knock that you taught your students on the bottom of the hatch. What would you like to do?
I'll mutter to myself, just in time, and I'll open the door.
Kangir's gonna be very concerned that somebody else is down there, so she's gonna tell him to shush because she has no idea what the symbol is and what's going on. She's like, somebody's there, we have to find another way in.
It's okay, Kangir. I know exactly who's on the other side.
Figure opens the hatch and just thrusts the trunk. Insta kills.
Yes. So you open the hatch, and everybody is now able to climb down into the kitchen. And I'll pop your tokens over here too. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Well, I'm gonna open that door and see what's in there, so.
Sure. That one's unlocked, so I'll just re-reveal it then. You look into a full pantry instead of just a closet. Dry goods, canned goods, fruits, bottled beverages, spices, cooking fuel. Roll a perception check for me.
Where is it? 16.
16. Just mostly looks like cooking. implements and materials.
Once
If anybody's
Kangir,
hungry, I guess.
once Kangir gets down, Jakob will come over to her and say, "Here, I think you might have a use for this." And he had pilfered the guard's patch off of the dead body, and he then smacks it onto the chest of Kangir to make him
nice.
look like an official guard.
Nice. Yes,
Okay.
I think this will come in handy.
What would we like to do now?
Perhaps Kangir and I can start getting a lay of the land around here. And Saya as well, looking like a normal partygoer. Atelion, Master, forgive me, but you simply scream Red Mantis Assassin. I am unclear of how you will be blending into the party.
Indeed. I think I'll retake the roof and try to look through the skylights. If I can see you guys in the party, I'll be able to cast a spell that will allow you guys to hear me from the roof.
A wise decision. I am curious how you will enter into a final battle if there is one in the tower.
We'll find a way. Don't worry about that.
I trust your judgment and your abilities, Master. I will serve you diligently.
And with that, Atelion will travel back up to the roof.
Okay. Okay.
That's a great character choice.
Oh, God.
So are we exiting the kitchen, everybody else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
It's not, yeah.
reveal a little more for you. Hold up, let's not all
Yeah. I'm just going to take
Alright.
stuff out of the room.
roll around like that. So, directly to your south, you have this dining room. Very nice, 14-chair, long-tabled dining room. It's got glass-fronted cabinet displays, fine porcelain plates and silver in them. Long, narrow cabinets to store additional flatware. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Is that everyone?
Anyone who can see the room right now.
Ooh, that's better. 27.
24.
As you're
I
looking
got
around, you notice that there are distinct signs of a recent struggle that haven't been completely concealed. You see that there are shallow cuts which gouge several locations on the dining table,
What?
and a faint red speckled stain on part of the ceiling.
Are they trying to kill someone here and frame us?
It might be.
Well, you do know that
look-
Doatara has been killing people and framing the mantises for it.
Yeah, that's definitely what she's doing here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She also tried to kill me on a job after I completed a job where she tried to kill me. That's why I'm after her.
So a similar party is doing the same thing as us currently.
Quite possibly.
Very fun.
I turn to the rest of my party and I'm like, should I try to find Doatara while I still look like this?
It would perhaps be best for you to be the one to approach her, as Kangir and I will be instantly recognizable. You are perhaps more blended.
Yeah.
That's true. I
agree with that.
I don't think I've ever met her. So she wouldn't recognize me anyway.
Mala, did you roll higher than a 27 on that perception?
I got a 29, yeah.
Would 29 have made the difference, or is 27 about what we get, William?
I don't
it
know
would
if I
not
can
have
see
made
into
a
the room
difference.
yet where I'm standing, though.
Let me see.
I would have stepped aside for you to step up and take a look too.
So first off, Jakob, you see that there is a guard standing in the very center of the room here, in the foyer, looking at the door.
Okay.
Just
I know
wanted to-
this. I know this is the token art, but do they wear helms? Like, are they wearing a helmet? Or is
No, they're not. They're not in
Okay.
like full plate. This was just the only guard token. That
as part of me taking the patch off the dead guard, I would have taken any pieces I was missing from my disguise. So I just want to kind of blanket statement that.
Sure,
but
sure.
I don't think there actually would be a helm on a house guard.
Right. Yeah, these tokens are actually the palace guard tokens.
We are certainly not in a palace, asked
Certainly not.
Dowatara.
I would like Zaya and Jakob to roll assassin lore if you have it.
I do have it.
I do not have it.
You don't have it? Are you sure?
I have underworld lore, not assassin. Oh, I do have assassin lore. Never mind. Ooh, 25.
19.
19. Both of you recognize the speckled red stain that is on the ceiling. It is the remnants of the iconic Crimson Shroud that some Red Mantis have.
What?
So
This
the
is an
Crimson
especially
Shroud allows a Red Mantis to essentially engulf themselves in red mist, and if they are killed, it will entirely dissolve their body.
Jakob
Okay.
turns to Zaya and says, I assume you have seen this as I have. I'm curious to know how Dotara has gotten access to our sacred magics.
Does it just appear like it's the remnants of a Crimson Shroud, or we know that it is?
You would know that it is. And you would know that it is not something that can just be, like, discovered. You have to be distinctly taught how to do it.
I think Zaya would know that Jakob can do this,
Yeah.
and it is a difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
Perhaps Dotara is more than she presents herself to be.
Was she a former Mantis?
Possibly.
Wait, are the Mantis the ones who are...
We are
Like-
a Mantis. We are the Mantis.
We're the Red Mantis.
I know that, but like, is it when a Mantis dies this happens, or is it like something a Mantis performs on someone else?
No, it's when somebody who is able to apply the Crimson Shroud dies, they become just red mist. So, like, if Jakob had this ability live and he died, he might turn into red mist and and this substance.
Right. So we don't know that she's using it. We just know that someone who used it died, so she could be killing other Mantis members.
But the
Right.
point is that with our theory, if she's framing the Red Mantis for being in her party, she knows about the Crimson Shroud and can create it.
Okay, got it.
So she's able to do something along the lines of, create this shroud or something that looks like it, to frame us for being here in the first place.
I would also like a crafting or nature check from anybody who is able to do so.
I have nature.
I have both.
I can do
I'll do
crafting.
crafting. Natural 20.
Nice.
Wow.
22 nature.
22 nature. Natural 20 on the
I
nature.
got a
from
21.
21.
21 nature.
31 crafting.
All of it succeeds. There's no difference for the critical success. As you're examining this scene, you notice that there are distinct alchemical burns that have not been cleaned. You notice broken glass and scorch marks from both electricity and fire.
She's made something that looks or is identical to the Crimson Shroud, and she's blowing it up in this room to frame a murder.
I think you're right.
That's so fascinating.
Wow.
It is important for us to take her down. He who walks in blood has willed it, and we shall make it so.
What would you like to do? That is all of the information gained from this room.
Jakob would like to cross over to the other room where he knows the other skylight is.
Over to the east.
To the east.
Okay.
To the west, if you will.
So you step up to there. We'll do a quick little
Revelio.
revealio.
Revelio, Hutman.
There's another guard hanging out right there. Also, as you step into the room, directly to your right, there's this like large taxidermied owl bear that is like standing up, like mouth agape, claws ready to swipe, like it's standing on its back legs ready to swipe somebody. It's just, you like enter the room and you're like, oh, okay. As this massive owlbear taxidermy is like right there.
Jakob tries to red mantis assassinate the owlbear.
Let me finish this reveal. So I will say that not all of the rooms are lit. So the foyer and the main hall and dining room, as well as the kitchen and the bathroom, are lit. It appears as if all of the other rooms are unlit. And there are like magical lamps that are placed in those rooms. But as you get down to like about where my reveal ends, that is where it gets dark.
Meant to signify like, hey, partygoers, don't go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like, again, the foyer, the main hall, which is the room that you're stepping into now, the dining room and the kitchen where the servants were working, as well as the guest bathroom where Zaya was led into, all lit. The pantry, unlit. And then everything to the south there, apparently unlit.
And the only people in this room are the guards,
As far as you can tell.
as far as we
Okay.
know.
I mean, what does that mean?
What do you mean? What does that mean? It means the only things you see are those two guards. There is
Okay.
this low bar table as well that sits right here. Just seems like there are little like party favor gift bags that are set out for later, but nothing. Like they're all organized. You can tell none of them have been taken because they're in like nice, neat little rows. Doesn't look like anyone really has been in here, and it seems like mostly it's just been used for the guest bathroom. The people that are coming in.
Jakob will signal back to Zaya and Kangir. He'll kind of nod his head towards the guard and like, do we want to kill those guys? Like, there's only one guy over here. There's one guy over there. We can just take him out. It's pretty easy. Gives us a lot more clearance.
Finger shrugs and nods. Yeah.
I cast message really quick and I say, if you two take the one in the foyer, or if you two take the one in the living room, I can take down the one in the foyer.
Not even sure we'll need two. I'd like to red mantis assassinate the man in the living room.
So currently you are not undetected.
I'd like to make myself undetected and then.
So you can step back out, sure.
Yeah.
But this guy right here, when you walked into the room, he was facing up here. So he gives you a quick little nod. Doesn't, with your disguise, just kind of gives you the quick little nod.
Sure.
Just step back out, and you might have to wait a second, but eventually he'll cross over up to here and look out the window. This guy, however, unmoving, facing towards the door.
I'm going to sneak to where I am now.
Both of you go ahead and roll me stealth.
Yeah. There it is.
Which way is this guy facing?
What guy?
Yeah.
The bottom guy?
There's no.
Okay.
Never mind.
24.
Wait, can you see that?
I saw it briefly and then you moved him.
Yeah.
You saw the whole token?
I saw it right here in this square.
I saw the whole token on that square.
Oh,
yeah.
there was not a token there. I had him.
Oh.
Okay. There.
Well.
Don't worry about it.
All right, bet.
24 stealth.
Roll 20 was
23.
not updating for you guys.
23 stealth.
Okay. Go ahead and make your strikes.
All right. This time I am using my sawtooth saber. Yeah.
I will also use the sawtooth saber.
Noise.
So this is going to be my stealth check.
Okay.
30.
Jakob?
19.
Okay. And you were using a strike or a...
Strike.
Oh.
Come on, man. Don't give me the O.
You both managed
That
to
might
kill
be
your
a critical
targets.
failure.
I don't think
You
it is.
both managed to kill your targets. For sure.
Which is good because that's all 4 options allow us to kill the target, so we've at least accomplished that.
But the gentleman that Jakob attempted to dispatch did give off a distinct yelp as a sawtooth blade was plunged into him. Again, it's hard to tell who might have heard what, but it was a loud yelp before being silenced. So you did earn yourself an awareness point. with
On the
your
back of
failure.
that yelp, Jakob is going to stand up from having laid this body down on the ground. He's going to stand up and say, "Ah! My back! It has been injured. Oh, my back!" Trying his best to mimic the scream of the individual who died.
Sure. However, as you do that, 3 guards run up from the south, and they see both the dead body in front of Zaya and the dead body in front of Jakob, and would like everybody to roll me initiative.
Alright. What are Zay and I rolling?
You'd be rolling stealth.
Am I rolling? What am I rolling?
Perception.
Perception.
So I'm still okay.
21 stealth for Jakob.
I pick where Atelion would be on the roof.
Sure. Show me on the roof where
man.
you would be.
I forgot you're on the roof.
He would be like over the foyer area right here.
He would be trying to look through the skylights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll give him
I'll say you're like right there because the skylight's probably. Do one of those.
The wings are an excellent token to put on.
Yeah.
Rotate it,
the angel above.
and then did one of these. Yeah, that's the skylight right there.
Very cool. I like that.
All right, 2 seconds. Boom, done. Those are the skylights for Itelion's reference. Jakob, your initiative.
21.
Saya,
21 also.
which one of you would like to go first? Or before the other one?
I'll
Zay
go
should go first.
Italion.
22. Ha!
Okay. Kangir.
We got a 12.
All right. They come in and see what
How
has
did you
happened.
do that with a stealth modifier?
I rolled a 1.
With
I
a
wasn't using a stealth
Yeah.
modifier.
She's
perception
using
modifier,
perception.
rather. You have plus 12 to your perception.
Yep.
Uh,
Well, so it's a 13 then,
13.
technically. I rolled
13.
a 1. Yeah.
Okay. Italion, you are up first. You see the guards, just barely the edge of one of the guards, run into view after you watched Zaya just murk the guard right under you. What would you like to do?
I would like to delay my turn.
Interesting choice.
Zaya.
I would like to draw my other sawtooth saber.
Okay.
And I'll dash up and strike the one furthest to the south.
Okay, roll to hit.
That's a natural 20.
Hey.
Of course it is.
It is.
Uh,
For a total of 35? 35.
go ahead and roll damage for me.
Okay.
That sweet, sweet crit.
Okay. Okay, 8.
You had some
Plus
combat music.
Oh,
What?
yeah, sure.
22
Whatever
points of
whatever
damage.
you'd like.
A big slash with the sawtooth. And this guy is bloody. Do you have one more action?
I drew, then strode, then.
I thought you
struck.
already had the saber out from killing the other guy.
I have 2 of them, so I'm
Oh, you
dual
drew
wield.
You're the second
Drew
one,
the
yeah.
second one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Very good. After Zaya is Jakob.
Jakob is going to take a second to enter his dragon stance. Under his breath, he will say, "Finally, a real fight in the open." He kind of crouches down like a drake, and he will then kind of crawl run over the floor and then kind of do a front flip over the couch before using a leg sweep against this guard to his direct south.
Okay.
Dragon tail I'm sorry, that's going to be a flurry of blows.
Okay.
So I will make 2 unarmed strikes. If both are hitting the same creature, I combine their damage. But the first one is a 20, unfortunately.
20's not gonna hit.
Second one is also a 20.
Just barely missing. You see this
Yeah.
guy is just like dink, dink right off of his like pauldrons as he's trying to just duck and dive out of the way.
With a third action, why not? Sawtooth Saber. Lower than the 20. So he's just trying to swiftly hit this thing as quickly as possible, but he's being too quick.
Okay. It is going to be their collective turns. Unless Atelion, you would like to insert yourself.
I would actually. I'll insert myself right here. Atelion, from looking down from the skylight, going to cast a spiritual weapon. So a saber-tooth sword emerges right here. You kind of see like some of the blood from the first guy that Zaya attacked kind of form into this blade, and then it's going to strike out at the one guard that Zaya had already attacked.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
That's gonna be hold on. It's 11. 24.
24. That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Woo! Let me just double check if I add my spellcasting modifier.
I think it's just flat damage.
No, 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Good thing I checked. 3 for a total of 7. 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. There we go. Is that where you wanted it?
I wanted it right here, actually.
What's the range on your spell?
120 feet, so
Oh, yeah,
definitely
you're fine.
doable.
Yeah, you're fine. And you are now in control of that token.
Cool.
7 points of
Thank
damage,
you.
you said, on the same guy?
Correct.
Very nice. Okay.
And I only get two actions, right? Because I delayed my turn.
No, you still get your third action. You just
Oh.
move in the initiative order. That's the...
Got you. I'll take another swing out. Why not?
Sure. Sustain the spell.
Natural 20. Not even joking.
Nice.
Alright, go
Oh
ahead and
my
roll damage
gosh.
for me. Glad you guys all saved your natural 20s for combat.
Yeah, we know. We do. We do.
Excuse me, I got that natural 20 earlier, and you were like, it has no effect.
So I have yet to get one, so.
That's gonna be 16 points of damage.
16.
Yes.
Wow. Guy is still up, but he's looking hurt as he's just getting abused by multiple sawtooth sabers. Talion, that's the end of your turn, yes?
Yes.
They will go. Let's see here. The one that is getting so very savaged will attempt to grab Zaya. So it is a combat grab, so he'll make a strike. 28 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. You are grabbed with his free hand. So you are grabbed, and then he will swing on you with the long sword that he has in his other hand. That is a 20 to hit.
That misses.
Okay. Third action. Yeah, he's just gonna swing again. Lower. This one here will. Yeah, he'll get around behind Zaya. And then try to hit you with a longsword. 19 against your flat-footed.
Nope.
Okay. Or you grabbed. I don't know if that's it. Third action's lower. This guy will attempt to knock Jakob down.
Bring it on.
So he swings the longsword at your feet. That is a 21 to hit.
Against AC is a miss.
If it hits, it deals damage. Yep. So since he didn't hit, nothing else happens, and he used 2 actions for that. Third action, he'll swing on you with a longsword. Okay, that is a 22 to hit.
Miss.
Okay.
Miss.
All of them missed.
Suck at their jobs.
No, you're just really good at your job. And that is the end of their turns. Kangir, you are up.
So Kagir had been kind of watching to check out the bathroom to make sure nobody was going to come in when they were attacking the 2 guards, so has missed most of this. And now realizing what's going on, she turns around and starts running this way, takes out her trident and throws it at this guard here, this first one.
The one closest to you?
Yeah, the one closest to me.
Go ahead.
Guys, nobody's in the bathroom. It's all right. Oh my god.
Yeah, oh my. She starts hearing some stuff, turns around, and just like, wait a minute. So she throws her trident at that guard. Alright. Ooh. Remind me what I add when I'm, first rolling to see if it hits?
Plus 15.
Plus 15? Okay. 22?
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. So, with a range trident, that will
2d8
be...
plus 4.
2d8 plus 4. Are you sure this is the 8th one? Yeah.
Big
Oh,
diamond
that
gun.
hurt. Yeah. Alright, I rolled an 8 on my first one. And a 2 on my second, so... Yeah. That is 16 points of... No, 14 points of
14 points of damage. Okay. So the trident leaves your hand. It strikes this guy in the back as he's trying to hit Zaya. The 3 prongs of your trident just sink in, and then whoop, it pops out and swings straight back into your hand as it returns to you.
Awesome.
I don't know why, but tridents are just the coolest returning weapon.
They are the coolest weapon in the
They
world.
are the
Full
coolest
stop.
weapon.
Cool.
Full
Yeah,
stop.
I mean,
Easy. It's only 2 actions though, right?
I mean, technically, yeah.
You have one more
I guess.
action, yeah.
Huck it again.
As Emily
Yeah,
Grace
my trident
pulls out
here.
her trident.
That's yeah. I mean, imagine hucking that thing 20 feet into it.
And then it coming back to your hand.
And then it's just like
Yeah. If I can't, I'll throw it again then.
Sure. By all means. I'd be
Comes
insulted
right
if
back
you
and
didn't.
I just throw it again. For this time I rolled
This time it's going to be at a
Said it was
plus
plus-
10.
a plus. Oh, okay. So that would be also a 22. I got a 12.
That's still a hit, believe it or
Nice.
not.
Roll 5 higher on the -5, baby. That's good maths.
All right. I got a 2.
That's just smart rolling.
That's just
3.
good. This is well done.
How much?
So 9 total.
9 total? Good chunk of damage from 2 solid hits into the back of this guy with a trident. End of round 1. Yaka, Batalion, and Zaya. All 3 of you being distinguished Red Mantis assassins have this sudden realization that you all are making a lot of noise now. Now that you are engaged in a all-out combat. So keep that in mind as we all continue this fight.
Yeah, we gotta end this quickly.
Yep.
Zaya, it is your turn.
I'm going to slash the one I have previously slashed.
Sure.
It's going to be a 28.
28 is a hit.
Okay. Ooh. 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage.
Hey.
I will use my reaction to turn to the one on the other side and say, "You're next."
What is your reaction?
You're next.
Or next.
Oh, you're next.
What does it do?
You're downing a foe. I menacingly remind another foe that I'm coming after them.
Intimidation, right?
I
Jack?
attempt an intimidation check with a
Yeah.
+2 circumstance bonus to demoralize a single creature that I can see and that can see me. I'm not
Okay.
legendary, so.
Roll your demoralize.
All right. Natural 18 for a dirty 30.
It is a success. He is not happy with the things that he has just seen, as well as the 6 trident holes in his back.
I'm then going to use my second action to slash at him.
I'm sure. Please roll to hit.
All right. That's not as good. It's a 21.
That is a hit.
All right. That's going to be 10 points of damage to him.
10 points of damage. Another solid chunk. Jakob.
That was only 2 actions.
Zaya.
My third action, I am
The
going
reaction threw me
to.
off, that's what it was.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, my third action, I'm gonna strike again.
Okay,
Try to get this guy
please.
down. Okay. Okay, so. Sorry, math. My normal bonus is 15, so minus 8 of that. 7. It's only 15 to hit.
Not quite gonna do it.
Yeah.
2 quick strikes, 1 quick death, and another injury. Jakob.
Jakob is going to attempt a feint.
Ooh.
He's going to try to kind of slide the sawtooth saber over to his left to make the guard think that that's the direction he's taking with this strike. That is a 28 against his perception DC.
That is a regular success.
He is
So-
flat-footed against the next
Yes.
melee attack that I attempt, which is going to be part of a flurry of blows.
Ooh.
So flurry of blows is 1 action. I will attempt 2 unarmed strikes. First one is a natural 19 with the dragon tail for a 34
That
to
is a
hit.
critical hit. with the
Nice.
full-footed.
So he is going to take.
Roll the second one first.
Roll the second one first. Okay.
Because you will
Oh,
combine
because
damage.
combined damage. Yeah. Natural 1 on the second one, so I do not combine the
Yeah,
damage.
so just roll your regular critical damage.
Oh. Uh, 37 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm sorry, what?
37 points of bludgeoning
Did
damage.
you say that again?
37 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I just wanted to... Yeah, you clock this guy across the jaw, and all 3 of you just hear a... as the socket of the jaw just dislocates, and he just
And
begins
then goes
moaning.
shooting off, hits the other side of the wall.
It's still attached, barely,
That's not what I just.
but he's certainly not having a good time with everything that just happened to him.
Yeah.
And you have one more action, correct?
Yes. Can you roll me a fortitude save, please?
No. That is a 22.
Is he of my level or higher?
He is a lower level than you.
He's a lower level than me, so he succeeds on my stunning fist, which means he does nothing.
So nothing
Sad.
happens.
Nothing happens. DC 22, you fuck.
I'm sorry.
He with this final action, he's going to let's try to strike out with the sawtooth saber. Okay.
What we got there, big man?
I think it's 20. Sorry, agile weapons at -10. Yeah, it's like a 20. That's not gonna hit.
That's unfortunately not gonna happen.
15 minus 8 is 7 plus 13. 20. Yeah, 20. Yeah, that's his turn.
Okay. Atelion.
Kellyon, first action, he will swing out at this guy, sustaining his spiritual weapon.
Roll to hit.
That is a dirty 30.
That is a hit. I
That's
almost
a
said
hit.
crit, but he's not technically flanked.
Alright. Boop. But it's okay, because I got an 8 on the die for 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Good hit.
And then, second action, I will cast Guidance on Zaya. So you get a +1,
What's the range on that?
30 feet. I believe I have enough.
So you are 12 feet up, and
15 feet over.
Yeah.
17 feet over.
That's fine.
yeah, that should be good.
10 by 15. Yeah.
And then, third
Just one
action,
double check.
Molly, can you do that Pythagorean theorem real quick, just in your head? Can you just do that?
Yeah.
Real quick? Yeah.
Hey, I'm the former geometry teacher.
It's true.
Molly, I'm sure you could have absolutely done it.
Thank
Well,
you. I
I'm,
appreciate
sure,
Zaya
I'm,
is
sure, I'm
currently-
sure she couldn't.
Guidance. Is at the end of your turn, I tell you.
nope, one more action. I am going to move my blade over here, sustaining it again. And I'm going to whack out at this guy.
Okay, roll to hit.
It'd be a +7. 15 probably doesn't do it.
15 is not going to do it, unfortunately. It is their respective turns. When does the... I guess at the end of his turn it drops off, right?
Wait, at the beginning of her next turn?
No, because I think it's Frightened 1 drops off at the end of your turn.
Okay, if Frightened One does, yes.
Yeah. So he will attempt to knock you down. He will do a knockdown with his longsword. So he'll attempt to hit you. 19?
No.
Yeah, that's sounds about right. Third action, he'll swing out with the longsword again. Anyways, this guy is going to attempt the same on Yaku.
Best of luck.
Well, 26.
That'll hit.
Okay, so
You
Couple-
got one.
a couple things are gonna happen.
Oh no, I'm prone now, aren't I?
First thing that's gonna happen is you're gonna take 15 points of slashing damage.
15 slash dam.
Yep.
Wow.
Second thing that is going to happen is he's going to make an athletics check against your It's a trip, so it's against your reflex, I believe.
Reflex DC? Okay.
Come on. 16.
Nope.
Roll a natural 4 on that.
I'm sorry, buddy.
It's okay.
Yeah, not even close.
It's just the guards. They're fodder, right? You've been killing them for free all game. Let's see. Yeah, that's 2 actions. Nothing else happens since he did not succeed. Third action, sword strike. Natural 5 isn't going to hit you.
Nope.
Kangir, what would you like to do?
Kangir's gonna come the rest of the way up here so he can just strike with the trident this time.
Okay.
Ooh, that is a 16. Oh boy.
Plus 17?
Yeah.
It's a 33.
Yeah.
That is a critical hit.
Noise.
So what do I change for critical again?
It's just you roll
Double.
the dice and then
Double.
multiply by 2.
I like the total by 2 of
Correct.
my dice rolls?
Yeah, your
Yeah.
dice plus your modifiers, your strength modifier, times 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So my first roll was a 4. Both rolls were 4s.
So
24 points of damage.
24 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a dead guard.
Nice.
So that was 2 actions. You have 1 more after stabbing the shit out of that guy.
Yeah, he's gonna just
Fuck
throw
it.
it at the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. There's the Aquaman I was looking for.
Run up, stab a huck it. I'm in love with it.
Ooh, that is a natural 19.
29.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Alright. 6 and a 2. 4.
12.
8, 9. Yeah. 12.
12.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Had 11 HP left. So Kangir just steps up, skewers this man through the back of the neck, pulls it out, and then hooks it. And you watch as the Jakob, the trident just comes sailing past, slams into the back of this guy's shoulder, and he just looks to the side and then falls over. That being said, 1, you all made a decent amount of noise during that combat.
Absolutely.
2, you have 3 very bleeding corpses at your feet in the main entryway of the house.
Take him to the kitchen. Take him to the kitchen. Let's get him in the kitchen.
Well, hold on. Hold on. So, you have... Where is it? An obstacle. Hide the bodies. Once more, I need 4 successes from the lot of you, going in order. Using either athletics to move the bodies or medicine to stop the bleeding.
Medicine.
Dead men tell no tales, but their bodies sure have a way of capturing attention. Your actions have left corpses in your wake, and if you don't clean them up quickly, panic is sure to follow. Of course, it'll be easier to stop the bleeding first. So, first up, I need Zaya. Athletics or medicine?
Can I not go first? Because I'm going to do athletics, so I want the medicine people to go first.
It doesn't matter. Everybody's gonna have to go.
Well, yeah, but you said to stop the bleeding first.
I don't think it's
Shouldn't it?
first. I think
That
it's-
was purely flavor text.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I'm going to do athletics.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
I'm going to hero point that natural 1.
There it is. Last one.
For a natural 16 for a 27.
27. That is a success. Next up is going to be Jakob.
Do I have an edge point for medicine checks?
No.
It's a 17. The natural 3 plus 14 is a 17.
That is a failure.
The deadly doctor has failed his only medicine check of the session.
Uh,
Cool.
Italian.
And Atelian take this time to go downstairs and meet up with everyone else. Since
Oh,
he kind of
yeah.
have to.
I guess, yeah. We will forego your first
Aw.
round for you getting down there.
Okay,
Makes
And
sense.
you no longer have wings.
I'll take that off. Oh, okay, thanks.
Kangir, athletics or medicine?
I'm doing athletics, and I rolled a 22.
22 is a success.
Yeah.
Okay. Zaya, back to you.
All right. Athletics once again.
Yep. Go ahead and roll it.
That's a 29.
29 is a success. Well done. Jakob.
Jakob realizes that he was cleaning up red paint and not blood, but now that he's rolled a natural 18, that's going to be a 32.
That is a critical success. But either way, you hit 4, if not 5, of your necessary infiltration points to overcome this obstacle.
Infiltration points, hot damn.
Yeah. So, you successfully hide the bodies. Where are you hiding them?
Kitchen.
Yeah.
You take the bodies quickly to the kitchen.
Pantry is the two servants. We're just
And
jamming
you-
them in.
No. We put them 5 of them in here.
You all reconvene back here in the hallway. Could you hit stop the music real quick for me?
Of course.
So, as you all reconvene, maybe spot checking your work, cleaning the last little specks of blood off the floor before moving on, a light flicks on in this room right here.
There she is.
You see a woman standing there. And she looks at Zaya. And she just says, "You can walk down the hall for me, if that's all right. And I need Zaya to roll me a will save. Next time we play this, Mark of the Mantis."
What?
Thank you all so much for joining us.
Oh my gosh.
We weren't quite able to finish it tonight, but this is a heck of a module, and I appreciate y'all sticking out with us this far. We're going to talk about when we might play this again off air, but we'll figure something out, and if it's not next week, it'll be some other time, because I want to finish this. This module is so cool. I love these
I'm having
characters.
a ton of fun with this.
And I love the setup, and I just want to run a Red Mantis campaign now. I really do. Where I just give you assassination contracts, and we just do like Blades in the Dark
it's just
style
for
episodic
55
assassination
weeks.
missions. It'd be so cool.
Love
Anyway,
that.
I digress. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll see you next time when we figure out whether or not these manti, that's the plural, right? Manti?
Mantis.
Can kill Doatara. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we'll see you again next week.
Thanks, y'all.